What is going on, guys? We're gonna do one take of this. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and do multiple takes. Let me adjust my microphone real quick. Switch over to me. I don't know why it's so cracked out. Just missed the first 10 seconds. All right, cool. How do I get rid of the HUD? There. All right, look, we got some talking to do. All right, this is a big deal. This league play system that they got going on this year is some hot garbage. All right, we're gonna start with, and this is a raw take. I don't have any notes. I have no idea how this is gonna go, but I'm just gonna talk. All right, and I'm gonna start off by talking about how bad the skill-based matchmaking is in league play. My biggest gripe right now with everything that's going on, like with this whole league play system, is that the majority of the games that I am playing in, I am on top every single game almost. Like, I think literally I've probably played 30 matches today, and maybe there's 3 that I'm not on top. And I'm not bragging about being on top. I'm not saying that there aren't players in ranked play that are better than me. There's plenty better than me, and I want to play against them and with them. My biggest gripe right now is the fact that I'm consistently getting teammates that seem to not really play Call of Duty. Like, I'm getting put with people that are in like competitor, whatever that is, that bottom 50% division. And look, if you're in that division, that's not a problem. You should play against people in that division. I'm an elite. I'm not in Masters. I wish I was in Masters. I should be playing against elite. And if I get it high enough elo, I play against Masters. The whole rank system in general, with the way that they're doing it, is not my cup of tea. That's not really what I want to dive into, though. Like, I don't want to necessarily dive into the fact that it's kind of like the more you play, the higher you rank up, and there's no real way to tell who's really the best. They really should have just taken World War II, copy paste, put it in Cold War. But honestly, you know, there's this trend of in Vaughn we trust, and I trusted Vaughn. And I look, I know it's COVID. I know that the staff is they're probably short staffed. And it's probably quite difficult to get some of these edits out, right, in the code. But I feel like I'm making a lot of excuses. I mean, we're in February, and this is the rank play we get? First off, we should have had a rank play at launch, right? And the fact that we didn't is ridiculous, with the fact that they have a league that's like, I think it's $50 million to get a team, and there's 12 teams in it right now, and we don't have league play at launch? That's unacceptable. All right, back. All right, I'm getting a little sidetracked here. Let's get back into the reason that I'm even making a video at 2 a.m. right now. This gameplay, I got 68 kills. I was so close to 70. I wanted 70. I didn't get it. Here's the thing. I shouldn't be dropping 70 in ranked play. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't be going up against people that put 70 against me. It should be very balanced. It's not balanced. Now, I will admit, this was a relatively close game, but I tried very hard this game. And I didn't sit in the objective. I tried to get kills. I tried to push spawns, help my team. It just seemed like not much I could do. You know, I had teammates, like, at the end of this game, one guy had 2 minutes in the hill, and like, I'm not harping on my teammates or anything like that. It's more so about the system. It's all about the system. I don't care how you perform. I think league play is beautiful because you play against people your skill, and you play with people your skill. My only gripe is that I just want to play with people that are my skill. If you ask me right now, what do I think is more difficult, pubs or league play? 100% pubs. I can't drop 68 in a hardpoint, like in a hardpoint pub easily. It's gonna take a good amount of work. This, I was trying hard, but it was kind of easy. Okay, my gripe is not that the players that are on my team are bad and they shouldn't be bad. They shouldn't. No, that's not my agenda here. My agenda is just acknowledging the fact that the rank play system is not, it's not forming teams correctly. Whatever algorithm they got going on is garbage. It is garbage. And there's some other details that I kind of want to talk about with Call of Duty that really frustrate me. One of the main things right now is that there are just so many small bugs in the game, and it's just kind of like, I get it's tedious. And look, you know, I've programmed for a couple years now. I know how annoying bugs can be, and I know how difficult bugs can be to debug. You know, you fix one thing and then another thing breaks. But since this game launched, you know, when you load into the screen, it tells you at the top right your average kills. I think it tells you maybe the highest amount of kills you got in the game. It tells you 3 stats. I can't remember the 3 stats. I know one's your average kills, but one of them is win-loss, right? And every single map that at least I've played on has dash. They can't even calculate win-loss. And guys, look, if this is a problem with an update and it comes out like, you know what, big deal, right? Things break. That's been broken since day one of this game. I honestly, if we don't get another Call of Duty this year, I know we're going to, and they said we're going to, I think that's a bad thing. I do not want a Call of Duty this year. I want to get a Call of Duty that's finished, all right? Let us beta test it, right? But I feel like this game is truthfully still in beta, right? And let's talk about Warzone too, just briefly, right? Because Call of Duty's done a lot of bad things, a lot of things that have gone poorly, right? You can see me fail with the war machine here. How many ticks does a trophy have? I need to like Google that or figure that out somehow. I don't know. Like, are trophies just unlimited? I mean. Back in Black Ops 2, I think they only had 2. So, I mean, clearly they have more in this game, but besides the point. There's so many issues with Warzone, and really when I think about it, one of the only really good things that Call of Duty's done right is they made a league, right? The league's cool, right? I like the league. I like franchising. But Gunfight's awesome. I love Gunfight, and that's it. That's it. The new maps they've released are pretty bad. For the, like, Modern Warfare had garbage maps. This game I like Garrison. I think Garrison's a good map. I don't like this map. I know it's a relatively popular map, but when you think about the spawns and you think about how just the different angles that it has, I just don't think it's a very good map, especially for competitive. I mean, I've watched like clips on Twitter of the mini map for this specific map in a scrim, and the spawns are just god awful. All right, another tangent. Sorry, this is a one take. All right, I'm not trying to edit anything. It's late. I'm just trying to talk about and rant about how garbage this rank play is, and how Call of Duty has so many problems that they just need to fix. Right here is when I realized that like I might be able to get like a high kill game. So I'm like, I think I play different here. I don't know. I really just need to stop thinking about it. But all right, anyways, this rank system is garbage. Warzone is littered with hackers and horrible metas. Gunfight's great. Gunfight. They took out gunfight tournaments. I don't think they're in the game anymore, so that really sucks. I didn't play enough of those. And if you're playing Warzone and you know your own console and you're like, what do you mean it's littered with hackers? It's not littered with hackers. It is when you play on PC. It's a little bit harder to get hacks on console. I don't even know if you can. I don't think you can. But PC, most definitely. I mean, you just probably buy them for $30. I know there's websites that sell them. Anyways, I'm going all over the place. I'm really ranting more so about Call of Duty and less about the rank play. My biggest gripe is the fact that my teammates are not on the same skill level. You know, I shouldn't have to drop 68. I shouldn't be able to drop 68. I think my teammate shoots me in the back here. Yeah, he does. Anyways, that's just my biggest gripe right now, is just the fact that it really feels like the team balancing isn't there, and that's just unacceptable in a ranked mode. I think you also need to have map selection. I think that's crucial, because my first, like, I think all my placement games were search. Well, that's not true. One of my placement games was not a search. I know that for sure, maybe two, but I at least had 3 searches in my placement games. And if you've played League Play in the past, you know that search is kind of like hit or miss. Like, it's not really something you want to play with randoms. It's just super uncoordinated and kind of hectic, and it's not my cup of tea. And I'm quite aware that it's not a lot of other guys. They don't really like that either. But I don't really know what else to say. I mean, I think the system overall, it caters to very casual competitive players. Like, I consider myself a casual competitive player. I'm not a hardcore competitive player. I don't play a bunch of GBs anymore. I used to. I'm not on a team. I don't play scrims. I'm a casual competitive player. And, you know, this caters towards me, right? And I'm okay with the system they have. Besides the fact that you really just have to put in a ton of time to actually see any progression through the ladders. I didn't play a bunch of the Black Ops 4 League play, at least not enough to be super familiar with the functionality of it, but I have a pretty good understanding of how this works, and I know it's very, very similar, if not the exact same, to Black Ops 4, and it just seems like the more you play, the higher rank you get. And I see that perspective, you know, put in the time, put in the effort, see the rewards, but like, it just gets to a certain point where it should be more so focused on skill and your competitive attributes, not, well, how many hours can you put in, how much free time do you have. I'm not necessarily saying that, oh, if you pop off in 2 games, you should be #1 in the world and just never touch the game again. No, that's when you have a very detailed algorithm in place to account for those situations. But yeah, I'm going off on a tangent again. This is just one big rant video. I think ranked play sucks right now with its current implementation. I think there's a lot of problems with the skill-based matchmaking, and I think pubs are harder. I'll show you guys the scoreboard if that's possible. Yeah, so all right, that's my rant. I don't know how I feel about it. I like to make my YouTube videos very clean and structured, and this was like all over the place. It was very much so a rant, but you know what? I think I'm gonna post it anyways. Have a good evening, guys.